It's in the game.
We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. And the Rainbow Warriors will put toe to leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
The Rebels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, you don't go 99 yards without a lot of help. They open up the hole. He takes the football, starts going. Receivers getting in on the block, and everybody doing their job. And he hits the gas, and it's nothing but tail lights, 99 yards to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop block.
He's loose on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room. It's Harper. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Leaves it with the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Rebels want to move quickly. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Levis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try and play action. got his man quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This time it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitted. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking for space, it's Harper. Got the first down and more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Using his legs, it's Pettis. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Vegas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly... they got it.
UNLV.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're
There he goes! Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Harper. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. He's got it wide open. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. It's caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Rush is on him. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
The short hands, it's Whitted. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Rebels are in the hurry up.
Third down coming.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. Down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Right down the middle. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, UNLV. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Still running at the 40. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown Warriors! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Rainbow Warriors have taken it inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play.
He's got it on the outside. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Gets the back moving. They've been running it, but now the pass. Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, UNLV.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's going to go down as time has run out. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in